done. So we plan to create what now? Attribute table and text table for product, and at the text table we plan to store what the product name in the short normal description, and this I'll get into extra long description here, and rest all gets into product attributes master. Then for product category again, do we have some information based on the product key? I will get to know what. Sorry, actually coloring theory badali, and this should come with what. So now based on that is not the one. Okay, I know. See, this subcategory key table will have product key column, category column, which will be linking to this. See, this will have the column like product category key. Yes or no? Is subcategory link chestunna? Sorry. Yes, you should have product category key here. I have got product category key here, which is giving me description of it. So can I maintain this in the text table of product category bus? Name of it, okay. So I need to model what? Model text table for what? Product categories.
Basically, telling that there is no hard and fast rule to have a text table or an attribute table.
But text table becomes mandatory if you have to maintain descriptions in multiple languages. If you are maintaining only one language, it is normal attribute. Why are you splitting text table into another table? Because when I store in multiple languages, it becomes denormalized. But when you are finalized that you are going to store only in one language, I am not denormalizing it. I can push the same information to attribute table also. Getting here? Product key master data is fine, and for the subcategory, so I think there is one more link we are missing. From product we are getting the details. From here you know subcategory. Then from subcategory you go to that. I think there it is. One second. Yeah, look at this. Now look at this. Yeah. That's what. From the product you get the product category. From the subcategory. From subcategory name you get the product category key, and from there you get into name. So what I will do? If I need to have the link, what I will do from the subcategory, for the name of the subcategory, I will maintain that in the what? Text table. Name of the subcategory, I will maintain the text table. Then for this subcategory, to which product category does it belong, I will maintain this in what? Attribute table. I have product subcategory. For this subcategory, I have what? To which category does it belong? That is an attribute of my subcategory. But the name of the subcategory would be in text table. To which category does it belong? I will maintain that in what? Attribute table. So for product subcategory, I need what? Both. Yeah. Product subcategory, I will have what? Attribute as well as what? Text. Did you understand this? See, from this product attribute table, I will know to which category does it belong. I have another file which is giving me product subcategory name and product category. The product subcategory name, it's a description, so I will maintain that in the text table of product subcategory. But product key is an attribute of subcategory bus. So I will maintain this in the attribute table. Now for this category, I need to maintain description, so I will maintain that in the text table of what? Product category bus. Okay. So next thing is for product category, I need what? Text table.
In the product key attribute, you need to mention the product key as well, right?
What is?
The product key product attribute table. You need to have the product key as well.
Yes. I did not add this. When I copied, I did not put those columns. I wanted to see, for example, for geography, I did not put that column. It is default assumed it will be there. It is assumed like that. We are okay with the product. Next, we are only concentrating on what is this next? Customer. Okay, good. Customer, and this is all. Let me put that into what? Let me all get this into what? Attributes only. So I'll say customer. Attribute table, only attribute table. Are we still pending with the sales territory about the region, country and group? Will I maintain this in the what? Attribute table of what? Sales territory key. Yes or no? Yeah. So sales territory attribute. Yadappa.
Also maintain the text table according to the logic.
Which one?
Medium, large and extra large.
This one, you can push, nothing wrong. But what I'm saying is you can 100% say it has to go in text table only when you really have to maintain multiple description. Otherwise, no. I can push this also. When you maintain in the description short, medium, and long, in the reporting you can show either one, short or medium or long. I cannot show you all the three. That's my problem. But there might be some report where the user asks me to see all the three in the column, then I will not be able to show.
Coming back to my question. So for example, product, right? You thought there are two fields which I can probably push in my text table.
For product.
Right. Example, right? Now, let's say if, well, in this case, when we're going to do, most likely, we're going to do a flat file load to your each attribute and text and everything. But in a scenario, for example, where you have an SAP standard data source coming in, so it's bringing the short text, medium text, and long text for the product key. In such a scenario, I'll be using those as the ones, right? Or do you think in that scenario, if I want to,
let's say this is my one source flat file.
Right.
You're using standard extractor. The standard extractor from SAP will load into text table, which will map short, medium, and long. That's gone. Let's say you load 100 records. Then this flat file data source also will connect to the same text table and load next set of 100 records. It will add up, right?
Right. I agree. It will add up, but at the same time, the text table would contain your product key and language as the composite primary key. So your language is going to stay the same, your product will remain the same. But will you be able to maintain two values for the same key?
You're saying how can I have two records with same product, because there is already product in the same product. In that case you don't need, right? In that case you don't need them, because since once you have the product information in the text table, why do I need to load the same data again?
I agree, but I think when you were suggesting that I can split this further so that I can have it in a more normalized form. That's the reason you would the English description and the English product name. If let's say they were not coming as part of my short and long or medium text, in that case, and if my standard data source is providing some different values and not these,
whether you're using standard data source or normal data source, they have to give you data of business only.
Right.
Whether you use standard extractor or normal extractor, you have to get data what business is creating. It's not that standard extractor gives you some set of data which is built in from the IDA system, and this gives you some different. No, it's not like that. Either use standard extractor or create your own extractor, you would expect the same data to come in.
I get your point that you can do your flat file load, and from there in the same table it would say. But as I was saying that the same key, how will I be able to? Because I'm trying to
with the same key. Okay, what is it? Yeah.
With the same key, I'll not be able to accommodate that, right?
Why will you load same keys?
That's how my product text table would attach with my side.
It will have product number, language as primary key.
Right.
Okay. Now I can have multiple records with same product but different language. Possible?
I can do that.
Yes. Now what is your doubt now? That's what.
I didn't think that would be possible, but if it's possible, we can do that.
No. It will have language key and product together as primary key. It does allow you to have multiple records with same key. That's how we are able to denormalize the tables. Okay, was done. So this, and then all this would be we'll have to create my key figures. Now look at this. As it is now for order quantity in the transaction, I don't have the units. I need to refer the unit based on what? From the product key. I need to look up to this table, bring the unit from there. So, but I still want order quantity with some unit of measurements, because it will have each piece or what it is, kgs, liters, bag, or what it is. So I don't have unit as it is. I'll have to fill that unit from this one, from the product master. Yeah. And currency key I'm getting with numbers. I need to convert that to my. Let's make some rule saying 100 is USD, 1 is so and so. Let's convert them on the runtime. Okay, boss. This is, and then by using all the characteristics and these keywords, I'll have to build up my cube. This all data this is a transaction data, right? Transaction data will get into what? Cube. So next is what? After all this, create sales cube. But before I get onto this cube, will I be making sure that I create all my infopics? Only then we get inputs. Okay. So did you at least trying to understand what I will be doing, what we plan to do? it doesn't make sense if we just keep doing it. So we should have a plan what we are trying. Now we understand what we are trying to do. We are just trying to create different master data tables of text, attributes, whatever it is, roughly any case. And then we'll try to create some cube and connect those master data to those cubes and then start delivering out reports. Let's see reports, and then let's have some new requirements on it. Let's keep changing those data models in the backend to achieve those reporting requirements. We'll enhance that model so that it satisfies the requirements. Okay, Nana, done. Now, so if I have to do now, it will be all what? What will I be doing now? What will I do? See, that is a problem. Now, if I need to show you this case, which is more of a realistic case, it takes a lot of time. I need to create some 40 to 50 info objects, then use MQ. So, the concept what you learn will be less, okay? But it takes time to learn that. That's it. Okay?
So you said you don't have to create info objects going from 7.3, right?
That with HANA aithe. This is 7.4. Okay, let me create my info area bus. Let's start modeling it now. Say AW sales. AW sales company. Sales motors company. So I can have further areas. I'm not worried. Now I need what? I'll go to info objects menu. Just refresh. So I should get my area. I'll create what? 2 catalogs.
So the recording started.
ఉందిలేప్ప మరి అసలు అంత 10 నిమిషాలు కొట్టా కానిలేప్ప AW care okay. See, whenever you ask me for save the recording, I feel I'm going fast. Fast ఉందా ఊరు ఏమని చెప్పినా ఇంతవరకు it was all Excel, right? Key figure. Okay, now let me start creating those info objects as per the design. Now let's look at this. First I only create my info objects as it is, then get into master data, text or whatever it is here. Let's start here. What is this? Geographic key. Create care. I would say what? Should I go with Z? Yeah. Three. If it is real time, again they'll have a very big document on the technical spec, then they go on. Okay. Geography. What should?
Will they provide the naming convention?
They'll have naming standards. You have to go with this. So I'll say geography key. Okay. Then now I need to define this data type and length. How will I know this? Let me use some of any of the file and then go and preferably I'll go with sales file, because I need to look at the data and then define. This is not something I'm just doing it myself. So I'll have to go with what? This is my geographic key. I can have a filter. It's not about just looking 1, 2 numbers. I need to look at the entire values, then decide. Pick up the max value. What is max? It is what? 3 numbers. So we can go with more high also. num-c. It's only numbers, right? I'll go with num-c 4, safer side. Yeah, good. As it is now, I don't want attribute table. I don't want text table. We are only focusing on creating characteristic. That's it. What was the next one now? Where is my design? What is sales channel code? That is not sales channel, it's sales channel code. Okay. Z SLS C CHLD. Okay. Sales channel code. This has to be what now? So instead of going every time back and front, normally they'll do one technical design with all the info objects, their properties, then basically they start creating it. Now if you see this, it's only I and S. Can I say single char 1? Char 1, yeah. So I'll be removing all this. What is the next one as per our Adagappa.
One variable, component better than one.
ఏది పెట్టారు లెంత్ లెంత్ 1 పెట్టి 200 పెడితే ఏమవుతుంది ఏం కాదు తప్పేం కాదు ఎక్కువ పెడితే తప్పు ఎప్పుడు కాదు ఏమైందంటే అన్నెసెసరీగా నీకు స్పేస్ వేస్ట్ అవుతుంది టైం ఏం వేస్ట్ కాదు పర్ఫార్మెన్స్ ఏం కాదు కానీ ఇంటర్నల్లీ ద డేటాబేస్ వాట్ ఇట్ డస్ యూస్ ఈస్ హ్యూజ్ రైట్ number of bytes it does use to store that will increase. Now what is this here? Product key. Good. Now let me get in. Bore కొడుతుందన్న Z prod key. What is it? I think it's num c, but how do I decide this? Now look at this. I don't decide myself, okay, by looking at the value is what I decide. So it's all numbers with 6 series, 3 series, I would say what, num c, 4, okay. As of now I don't want even text table, I just want just the characteristics. So what is the next one? Order date. Can I plan this order date for all? I've got 3 dates. So for one, shall I plan for cal day? For order date, let's plan what? 0 cal day. Anything you want. Any one will have a charge for cal day. Whichever is more important for you, or on which you want more drill down on the year wise, month wise, quarter wise. I'm going to use this order date for the in-depth analysis of month, year, quarter. So I prefer that for cal day. Next, for due date, should I create now? Date. It's again a characteristic. Yeah. Z due date. Yeah. It's again what is the date up here? Dates. And nothing else. Okay. So activate. Then what next one? We had something ship date, right? What is the next one? Ship date.
You choose the date when it makes you figure out characteristic based on if I want to do a drill down analysis or do I want to do
Which one?
calculation or different?
Calculation or drill down, yeah,
So
exactly.
that calculation determines if it should be created.
Exactly.
But if it's required in both,
You can use both. But then you have to create 2 versions. One is as characteristic, as key figure also.
because there's something called like formula variable you can do, but that requires a characteristic to be in the bits per day.
Yes. Then it has to be as a characteristic,
Right.
then you replace it as a key figure.
Okay, so in both, if you
Then
require-
if it is a key as a key figure, you don't have to use formula with replacement path.
Right,
Then straight away it comes into calc.
Right.
That's the difference. Then you'll not be able to do analysis on that day.
Right.
So if you want to do both, characteristic,
Keep
use
both versions.
replacement. No, use replacement path of formula variable.
Right, but
Why should I waste? Because
I agree. There could be some scenarios where in the characteristics they don't want to see the date, but in the column they want to see the difference.
if you want to only see that, then use it there. No issues. But when it comes to for using both, because I can store it as a characteristic and I still have flexibility of making it as a key figure using formula with replacement path. But if you model it as key figure, I can never make it as a characteristic. I have got no option in the report. That's it. Again, what is this? Dates and then activate. What is the next one? What is customer key? Z cust key. Where is this? This is my customer values, and I see. Look at this. Something around 5. I'd go with what? Num C 6 ichukundamu, even if it's better. But I don't attribute or text here. పెట్టుకోవచ్చు అదే అన్నారు యూ కెన్ హ్యావ్ ఇట్ బట్ వాట్ ఇట్ ఐ సే ఇఫ్ యూ వాంట్ యూజ్ అ డేట్ ఇన్ ద క్యాలిక్యులేషన్స్ దెన్ యూ గో విత్ కీ ఫిగర్ బట్ ఇఫ్ యూ వాంట్ డూ సమ్ కైండ్ ఆఫ్ అనాలిసిస్ ఆన్ ద డేట్ వైజ్ దెన్ యూ కెన్ యూజ్ ఇట్ if you still model it as a characteristic, I can also use it in the calculations in the reporting. There is an option like that. Ante if you use it as characteristic, I can use it both the ways for calculation of number of days or also drill down. But if I model it as keyword, can use it only for calculating days. So the preference would be, and the next is what customer key is created, I think, right? Done. Next is what currency. Can I use zero currency for this? Okay, boss. Now sales order number I want. Yeah. Now can I use something which is already existing in the business content? For sales order number, I don't want to create boss. I know there is something which is given in the ready-made object given boss. How do I install it? So for zero currency, it's done. I'll be using it. It's already there. Yeah? I don't have to install it. Yeah? Now for doc, I'll go to BI content. There's something called zero doc. Even if I don't know, I can just search with the description. I would get some from. But ultimately, sorry. My business current will not satisfy my requirement because my business current would be NumC 10. But if you look at this data here, your sales order numbers are S01, S02, right? Look at this. It's alphanumeric data, right? So I think I'll have to go with I don't know because my business current object of document number will have NumC 10. It expects numbers. But for me, if it is look at data, it is what? Alphanumeric, right? So it doesn't satisfy my requirement. So I'm going with my own doc number. I say SLS order number, yeah. Sales order number, yeah. It's what care. What is max length it expects? Because you'll have to pick up the maximum length of it. 7, yeah. So let me go with something 8. But as it is, I don't want attribute or text. So I'm just creating just the characteristics. Okay. The next is sales order item number. I think it just has a single digit number or double digits. Okay. It is still a characteristic bus, yes. Sales item number. I don't want text also. I want it to be what? NumC and then 2. Or let's go 3. So this all set is done. Okay. Let me get on to this. What is this? City. ఇదంతా ఇన్ఫాబిట్ లేబస్ ఓకే ఫాస్ట్ అంటూ చూడు ఎంత స్లో ఎన్ని ఇన్ఫాబిట్ చేస్తున్నారు ఓకే సిటీ నీకేం బాగుంది నాకు ఎన్ని చేయాలి రానట్టుంది సో సిటీ టు గెట్ దోస్ డీటెయిల్స్ ఐ థింక్ ఐ నీడ్ టు ఓపెన్ మై కస్టమర్ డీటెయిల్స్ సిటీ నో దట్ ఈస్ సారీ జాగ్రఫీ డేటా రైట్. Where is my geography? Okay. Now city, this is what city is. Try to look at this. It's all got consonant bus here. You could do a point. Then we can discuss. It's all text, yeah. And more, it's all text, and you see lowercase in it. So now when I'm creating infobit for this city, I need to make sure it does allow lowercase into it, and it's a very big string. So can I go something like 20? I'll say char and then 20, then I'm going to make it as lowercase in it, and I don't want any attribute table or text table for this activate.
So let's say you forgot to put lowercase, will it stop the
If I forget again, you should come and put. It will throw an error.
Usually it's going in production, we tend to not to go for lowercase. People usually prefer to go for 2 upper as one of the functions in the transformation.
No, see, it depends on business. I am the client for you, right? So I want it as lowercase. Okay. Because I somehow don't like to see those text names converted completely caps. Doesn't really make sense. Now next is state province name, yeah. Z, SD, province. I don't want text or attributes. What is the province name here? It's all string. Again, it's all string with lowercase. I need to enable char, something like say 20 and lowercase. And then what do you have? Country. Okay, country key, which is of 2 characters. Country key, which will be of I'll say char to this is all caps. Okay, so it's all AU 2 characters caps, so I'm okay, I'm activating it. Next, what postal code will, what this will be? If you see, there are some with numbers, but if I go down, there is something like alphanumerics again. Yeah, so I need to go with this. But the technical name, whatever I get in my mind, I'm just giving something. Okay, so it will be char, something around say postal code is fine. Next is what? Sales territory key. I think it's going to be num-c because it will hold numbers, which gives me just 2 digits here. I don't know, I don't want attribute or text. I'm done with this file.